Okay, and here's a quick tutorial on how to parent a box to the character. So right now I don't have anything besides the character in the scene. So the first thing I'll do is I'll build a box. So let's say he's going to pick up this box, and you can have any object you want in the scene, and you can move it around to wherever you need it to go, anywhere in the scene. So I'll just leave it here, and we're going to start out with just, before we do any animation, before we do anything else, even if you have animated, you can still parent it, but having not started anything, I'm going to take the guy and I'm going to put him where he needs to be touching the box. So if you wanted to go and animate everything up to the point that he grabs, that would work also. But at least at some point put him where he needs to be for grabbing the box. So I'll bend him down here. Oops. Bend him down so he's ready to grab the box. Probably move him a bit closer. And then grab the hands. At the moment they're still set to the FK. So everything forward moves forward as hands. I'm going to switch that by grabbing the root and switch it to, let's say, arm right. Change the 0 to a 1, so now it's IK. So now I can use the points here and just move his hand wherever I want without having to use the rotates. So I'll rotate his hand over here, put it down here, rotate it again, and then move it so that it's about touching the box. Of course, this whole torso is not quite accurate, so let's rotate him forward, take both of his feet so it doesn't look so awkward, move them closer, and of course you want to spread his legs and all that stuff. And you can also rotate some of these, or I guess move. Okay, maybe not. We'll grab the whole chest area and rotate that in. Alright, so now he looks a little more accurate in grabbing. If I want to, I could move the whole other hand also, but I only need to parent it to one object. And the way parenting works is that you're going to parent the mother-child relationship. So the main parent is this is what you're going to move, and this will move the box also. And so the box won't move the hand. You could go backwards, in which case this would be the parent and this would be the child, but the parent will move the child won't move the parent. So in this case right now, if I move the hand, it doesn't move the box. So I need to connect this onto here, but I'm also going to need a second copy. So when I move it, there's still one sitting right here. So I'm going to take the box first, and I'm going to duplicate it. Shortcut is Control D, which duplicates it. You can see it changed there, and we have now P cube number 2. I'm going to call this one attached to hand. So now I have a name for it, so I know which one is which. And since I select this one first, I actually want to select this one first. This will be our parent. So this is the arm controller, and hold shift and grab the next one, in which case I grab the P cube one, which I don't want to grab. So I can click that again and click it until I get the one I'm hoping to get. Or I could do it the other way around. You don't want to move the box though, because you want these boxes to be in place. So I'm going to go over here to, let's say, frame 1 on the animation, and I'm going to key the visibility. So right click, key selected, and turn that on. And somewhere over here, let's say frame 4 or something, I'm going to key the visibility to off and key selected. Alright, so now between frame 1 to 4 it's on, and now suddenly it's turned off. So now I can attach to hand, and it won't be the other box has been turned off because I keyed the visibility. So this one I'm not going to key just yet. This one needs to be attached to the hand first. So I'm going to grab the hand first, and hold shift and grab the box. So now I've grabbed both of them, but the order being the parent, which means the lead controller being the first one picked. And you won't see the option here unless you click out of the different modes and go into animation mode, and this will give you the constrain option. So you click on constrain and we go to parent constrain. You can either click the word or you can go to the options right here. I'll go to options. And there's a couple things you can change around. You want the weight to be 1, which is 100%. And about the other options, like this should work pretty fine. So I'll click apply, And what this does is it takes that box and connects it. So if I move the box, it moves just fine because it's the child. If I move the parent, which is the second we clicked, it'll move the hand with the box. So wherever I move it now, or rotate, the box is completely glued to his hand in place. What I also want to do now is take the hand and key the hand. So I'm going to key the hand on whatever frame I want, but make sure you key it before you move it. So I'm just going to press S to key everything on the hand. This way the hand will be completely there, but as soon as I move the hand, let's say I'm frame 12, and I can put auto key on if I want. Say auto key so I don't have to keep rekeying everything. And I move his hand over, and let's say I rotate it up, and he can magically just hold the box up here. Maybe rotate it up somewhere, or backwards, or whatever. Anyway, so that's on frame 12, so if I move it, he'll now lift up the box, and the box is connected to him. But the original box is still missing, so I need to go back to where the box turned off. So on frame 1, the original box should still be on. And this box is currently on. So they're both on. But the one where he lifts his hand off the ground, this one right here, needs to start moving on frame 6. So on frame 6, I'm going to key the visibility to on. And then prior to that, on frame 5, I'm going to key the visibility to off. Key is selected. So between frame 5 and frame 6, it suddenly turns on and starts moving with him. So the original box, which is this one, was on from frame 1 to frame 4, and 4 turned off. I need to turn off on 5 now, which is the time that the other one turns on. Okay, 6. So I'm going to take that key and hold Shift to grab it, and then I can slide it over to frame 6, so now they align. You can also do it in the curve editor. So now on frame 1 to 6, the original box is still sitting there. All of a sudden, let's unclick it. So all of a sudden he grabs it and he lifts it off the ground. So I've parented the one box to his hand, which is invisible. As you can see here, it's still green, it's selected, and it suddenly goes invisible and switches out to the other box, which is connected. So the one that's connected to his hand is now invisible, but the original box is still on. I could change the colors and help you notice that easier, but generally you want to make the box first, and connect it and parent it, and key it so you don't have to try and realign it. If you're trying to realign it and you're like where does it need to go, and trying to fix it and put it back, actually should be moving the hand. Trying to reset it back to where the box was is kind of a little tricky and could misalign things, but this way you've got it parented. I don't need the window anymore, just have to parent it once. And that's pretty much all you have to do to create the parent.